Hey, welcome to Mike's Trains. Thanks for joining me for another video. I thought that in this video we go back to a little more basic stuff. I had talked earlier about doing the shield, the plexiglass shield around your layout, things like that. This falls more into that kind of a category. What I want to talk about is mounting my fascia switches, and more specifically mounting them like this. I don't know if any of you have fascia mounted switches. I just thought it would be something interesting to do on a quick video. I like doing them like this because they can't be accidentally hit or turned on or flipped, and they're kind of out of the way, and they look kind of nice. I like the look of them. I just thought I'd go through a quick thing on how I made this. Maybe you've already done something, maybe you haven't. So let's go take a look at how I got this done. Okay, so we're in the workshop now, and let's get started with how I did that. So what I have is a piece of 1/8 inch tempered hardboard. Okay, this is the beginning of all of that. This is what's going to mount our switch. So I have this 1/8 inch, and then I have toggle switches. There are more of these I'm going to mount in there, so this is just getting me a head start. What you want to do is I'm going to take off this plate here. We don't need that with this. Okay, so that's gone. So now what I'm going to do, I've already measured this distance across here, and that's a 1/2 inch. And then I measured this board here is 3.5 by 3 1/4. It could be any size you want as long as it's going to cover, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then to find the center of this, I marked from corner to corner and corner to corner, and I made a line, and then corner to corner, and I made another line. So that's our center point. So now we're going to take the drill, and I'm just going to drill the hole right through the center of that. Okay, so now we have a hole. Now when you drill these, just know that the back of this is going to blow out. And that's fine. We'll just take a little sandpaper and we'll clean up both sides. And then through this, we'll push this and then drive the nut right on top of that. Now the only thing I want to do with this is I want to keep the switch whichever way I want this to go on the layout. I want to turn the switch in the back so that it goes up and down. Now to this also, I'm going to put 4 smaller holes in each corner. Okay, so now we have the 4 holes in each corner. Now the idea behind this is very simple. So let's go into the other room and I'll show you what we do with all of this. Okay, so this piece here is behind here, and it fits in there. So what I have here is my fascia, and there's 2 components to that. Alright, so if you're looking at this now, this is the 1/8 inch tempered hardboard, okay? But behind here is pine. And what I did when I made this is this. I have plywood base up here, and then I screwed, it's actually plywood, not pine, because plywood was cheaper to get. I took it and I screwed all the way around my layout. I have the pine that goes around, and it secures my the backing to my fascia all the way around. And then on top of that, I put a layer of the hardboard, so then it would be just like this area here. And then all you got to do is go back, and I have an 1.25 inch flat bit, and I drilled a hole through the tempered hardboard and the plywood that's underneath, and then I went in the back and I used these 4 mounting holes, and I centered this up over the hole, and I just screwed it onto the plywood. So there are 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which correspond to here. So this is centered up behind there. And then I took and I painted, just sanded this smooth a little bit around the inside of the hole, and then I just painted it black. And that's how I came up with that. I looked at other ways of doing it, and I thought of just having them mounted on the surface here, so they but what I didn't like was that if I just mounted them right to the surface of this, they would stick out. And I didn't want to be bumping into these knobs here, these switch poles at all. I didn't want them accidentally getting bumped and switched and things like that, because I use these for, as you can see here, it's for lights, but I also use them for all my switch motors that go on here, and that's how I keep track of where everything is. So when you look at, let's say this one down here, that's a 3-position switch. So in the up position it goes into my passenger train yard, and the lower, put in the lower position, would go to the main line as it's written there, and then the center position is off. But that's in wiring the switches, but that's a whole nother story. But that's how I did all my switches, and I thought it would be just a good quick video to do to show you how I did that and give you some options if you haven't done your switches that way. Maybe you're looking for ideas on how to do those so they look nice. So there you go. That's how I did them. If you like it, go ahead and do it. It's very easy to do. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to visit my website and sign up for email updates. It's mikestrains.wordpress.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.